Two new relics will be coming in version 4.3. Yep, that's absolutely true, guys. After yesterday, we already fully discussed the full kit of Mortenax Blade who will appear in version 4.3. Now it's time for us to talk a bit about two new relics that are also important for us to break down. These two relics are called as Navigator, Isee, and Divine Querying Master Smith. Why do we need to discuss these two relics? Because besides these relics having really cool effects, these new relics that will appear allow us to predict a character that is rumored to appear in version 4.4. Who else if not the newest version of Himeko, which is Himeko SP. So, instead of making this longer, I'm hsrguide and we are going straight into the discussion of the new relics in version 4.3. Let's do this. Alright, real quick before we continue, for those of you playing honkaistarrail or Zenless Zone Zero, I've got a quick recommendation for you. If you ever find yourself needing to top up, whether you're going for a new character, saving up for a banner, or you just need a few extra pulls, you might want to check out Buff. What I like about Buff is that the prices are usually more affordable compared to other platforms. And the whole process is really simple. No complicated steps, no unnecessary waiting, everything's pretty fast and straightforward. And the best thing is, you can use the voucher code hsrguide to get an extra discount on your purchase. If you're interested, there's a link in the description. You can go check it out and see if it works for you. Alright, now we're going to discuss the first relic, which is as Navigator, Isee. Actually, if you look at the shape of this relic, it's already very clear that you will know that this relic has a very big possibility of being related to the kit of Himeko SP, who is predicted to appear in version 4.4, because from its shape and also its description, it really points toward the newest form of Himeko. If we talk about the effect of this relic, it can be said that the effect of this relic is very universal, guys. For the 2-piece set effect, it will increase attack by 12%. Meanwhile, for the 4-piece set effect, if the user uses an ultimate, then the damage dealt will increase by 18% for 2 turns. What's cool is, this effect can stack up to 3 times. Honestly, in my opinion, this relic can be considered a relic that can be used by many characters, and can even be used by many characters who currently rely on ultimate to deal damage. Besides the user's attack increasing quite a lot, the increase in ultimate damage up to 54% at the 3rd stack should not be underestimated. So, which characters can use this latest relic? As I said before, characters who use ultimate as the main weapon of their kit are the most ideal to use this relic. Some examples I can mention are like Yunli, Saber, Akron, Argenti, and several other characters. Because with the existence of this relic effect, it clearly makes the ultimate damage of those characters increase significantly, due to the increase in ultimate damage provided by this relic. It's true that until now we still do not know about the performance comparison between this relic and other relics that currently exist. Whether it's better or worse, we still do not know the answer for sure. But the most important thing and must be underlined here is the possibility that there might be several characters in the future whose kits truly rely only on ultimate as their main source of damage. And that possibility exists in the newest version of Himeko. And lastly, is this relic a must to farm in version 4.3? Honestly, in my opinion, this relic can be considered optional if you do not yet have proper relics for several characters that I mentioned earlier. But if you already plan to definitely pull Himeko who will be released in version 4.4, then this relic becomes a must to farm. After we discussed the relic that is rumored to be used by Himeko, now we move on to the other relic that is planned to be used by Mortenax Blade in version 4.3, which is called Divine Querying Master Smith. Unlike the previous relic that has a universal effect, this relic can be said to have quite a lot of restrictions in it. The 2-piece set effect will increase HP by 12%. And for the 4-piece set effect, it will provide an increase in critical damage for the user when attacking enemies that have a defense reduction of 28%. And it doesn't stop there. When the user applies a defense reduction effect to enemies, all allies will receive a unique buff called Comburant for 2 turns. Allies who receive this effect will gain an increase in damage dealt by 15%. And unfortunately, this effect cannot be stacked. Now, if you take a quick look at this effect, it can be said that this effect can only be used by characters who have a specific effect, which is the ability to apply defense reduction. So that means this set cannot be used by most of the hyper carry characters in this game. On top of that, this relic provides HP at the beginning, which makes this relic even more specific to only certain characters. So, who is this relic for? Clearly, the main one is Mortenax Blade in version 4.3. This relic provides an increase in HP that aligns with the scaling of Mortenax Blade. On top of that, Mortenax Blade has the Bale Firebind debuff that can consistently provide massive defense reduction to enemies, which makes the effect of this relic consistently triggered. Is it only for Mortenax Blade? Actually, not really. This relic can also be used on other characters and still has a very good impact. For example, like Welt, who recently received a revamp in his kit. The newest version of Welt will apply a debuff called Weightless to enemies, and enemies who receive this debuff will have their defense reduced and also take increased damage, which makes one of the requirements of the relic called Divine Quarrying Mastery Smith fulfilled. Even though the HP increase provided by this relic is not useful, at least this relic can provide an additional buff for Welt to increase team's damage output. Not only Welt, actually Cypher can also use this relic, although it's not 100% better compared to the proper relic that she used. The reason is that the weakness of this relic is that it does not provide additional speed, which is a stat that is very much needed by Cypher to activate her trace effect. So, in my opinion, you can still use this relic for Cypher, but the substats really need to be very good, or you have a character that can provide speed buffs like Huo. So, is this relic worth farming in version 4.3? In my opinion, this relic is quite worth it, and even becomes a must if you plan to pull Mortenax Blade, who will be released in version 4.3. As for Welt, honestly, the answer is optional. If you currently do not have a good relic and want to try a different version of Welt, then go ahead and farm it. Okay guys, maybe that's all for now. What do you think about these new relics? Please leave any comments down below and don't forget to check out my other videos because they are no less cool. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video.